Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Now guys, while we are primarily a firearms and firearms podcast channel, we're also just a little bit of a prepper channel. And one of those things that's important to me is having those essential items that you need to safely travel, to get to where you want to go, and to make your trips as convenient as possible. And one of those things that I think we overlook because we just kind of take it for granted is keeping the tires filled up, keeping the air in the tires. Anybody that has one of those TPMS tire pressure monitoring systems knows that once the temperatures drop and the tire pressure goes down, you got those annoying alarms going off and you got to try to find a compressor to fill up your tires. Also, from kind of a prepper bug out standpoint, keeping air in the tires is one of those things that's essential. And maybe in a grid down or no electricity or disaster situation, there may not be electricity to run those compressors at your local gas station. Now, again, a lot of us have compressors in our garages, but I do a lot of traveling, and I think it's nice to have something small, portable, that's going to work to keep the tires filled up. Again, just one of those little bits of what I consider essential gear for any kind of a travel, bug out, SHTF situation. So what we have here is the CZK 3631 car air pump. It's a 12 volt DC, runs off of your cigarette lighter or accessory socket in your vehicle. I did actually purchase this on Amazon. It was $15.99. This is not a tester. There's no affiliate links. There's no bonuses for me doing this. I simply bought it because I need it. So we'll do a little unboxing. We're going to do a little test of it and see how well it works. Just kind of some specifications on it real quick. Let's take a look and see what it says here on the side. And by the way, I do want to mention that this was on Amazon Prime for $15.99, and I did pay a little bit of sales tax, but I got the free shipping. So the model is a CZK 3631, and I'll put a link for this in the description box below. Car air pump, 120 watts of power, DC 12 volts, line length is 3 meters, roughly 3 feet, made in China. So let's do a little unboxing and see what they actually give you in the box for this. The box was a little beat up when I got it from Amazon, but that's just par for the course. It's not a refurb, it is brand new. Warranty wise, I believe you get a lifetime warranty from the manufacturer. I don't know, we'll have to look and see. Get a user manual for it. Okay, it shows the basics of how to use it. It's real simple, real easy to use. It's not too complicated. Let's see here. So it says, okay, the warranty period lasts for 3 months from the date of purchase. So we got 90 days. So I'm going to test it out and see how it runs. Okay, you do have your, here's your cable. Go ahead and get the unit out of here real quick. A little bit of accessories come along with it also. Okay, so we do get a spare fuse, which is really nice to have. You've got one of your sports ball inflators like basketball, soccer balls. This is like for inner tubes and water toys and things like that, floaties. And this one right here is for balloons, if I'm not mistaken, a balloon inflator. If you've ever had to inflate balloons, man, I'll tell you what, the older you get, the harder it is to do. So this is kind of nice to have these little bits of accessories that come along with it. Take a look at the unit itself. One of the reasons why I really like this is because it also has a tire pressure gauge that's built into it, and I think that's really handy because instead of having to unhook the hose every single time and mess around with it, it's going to show you the pressure. So essentially what you do is you hook it up to the tire, and I'll give you a demo of this in just a minute, and it's going to show you the current pressure. You set it to the pressure you want and you let it do its thing. It'll inflate to the correct pressure and then stop and or turn itself off. And your little valve here is going to lock onto your air stem, which is really nice too. Sometimes you have kind of some weird angles you have to try to get to those air stems. It can be uncomfortable. The unit itself is very small. Honestly, you could probably throw this in a small plastic ammo box just to make it easy for you to move it around, or you can just throw it in the back of your vehicle, or again, just put it in the box. You'd be all set to go. It's kind of a little bit of a bulky design, but not much. I mean, considering the fact that you've got a whole air compressor in this thing, some cooling vents on the bottom here. Does seem to be a fairly rugged plastic. Oh yeah, I think the light actually comes on too when you plug it in. So it will, you can light up your tire also, which is really nice. And the display is in fact backlit when you have it plugged in also, just in case you can't tell outside. Oh yeah, you got a button for the light right here, which is really handy. Also, if you got to change your tire, you know, with 3 meters is roughly 9 feet. I'm sorry, 9 to 10 feet of cable. My bad on that, not 3 feet. Okay, so here's the basic procedure, guys. You want to go ahead and make sure you got your vehicle running. Go ahead and plug in the power source into your cigarette lighter or accessory port. Like I said, you got a 10-foot cable which should reach most of your tires with no problems right now, and then you just simply hook up the hose. It'll lock onto place. It's going to let a little bit of air out, but that's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. It's going to show the current pressure at 33.5 pounds, and if you want to go metric, you can push the button. It shows your bar pressure, and I don't know what this other stuff is, but I'm an American. I don't know the metric system, unfortunately. All right, so 33.5, you just go ahead and push up. We're going to go to 35 pounds. Okay, and then go ahead and flip up the switch. 34. And it stops at 35.5, and you're gonna say, well, wait a minute, I just wanted 35. I think it's compensating that little half a pound. So when you take off the air nozzle, you're gonna lose a little bit of air. It's still gonna put you right where you need to be. So basically that's all it comes down to. Just don't forget to push the switch down, because that's gonna reset the compressor. And like I said, you know, you don't wanna let the compressor run for more than 8 minutes at a time according to the manual. And I don't know if this is gonna work on huge truck tires, like if you got some big mud and tires, but these are just a, 235 75 R15. And a couple things real quick here before I forget. You know, a nice thing about this is you can use it to check your tire pressure just in general, but I would recommend maybe sticking with the normal just round tire gauge. The manual actually says that you might want to just confirm your tire pressure once in a while with the manual gauge just to make sure that the compressor's not off. I like this attachment. It seems sturdy, except this is plastic. I wish this was maybe a little bit thicker, but it seems to be okay. I'm just kind of worried in a real cold environment that this could get kind of brittle, so just kind of keep that in mind. You know, I would only save this for absolute emergencies or just the occasional top off, but it's still for 16 bucks. I think it's worth it to have. And that little light on the back here. There you go. You got nice 4 bright LEDs that can help light up your tire. It's better than nothing on the side of the road, so that's definitely a bonus. Very cool. All right, now we'll take it back for some final comments. And real quick, guys, I did forget to mention the brand. It's Bonjia, Bonjia. But you know, stuff like this could be marketed under multiple brands. It's just something that comes out of China. So real quick, just minor gripes on this. I kind of wish that this was maybe a little bit more reassuring, thicker plastic. But like I said, I think it's going to do the job for its intended purpose. So it's not a big deal. But obviously, you don't want that to break when you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're trying to get your tire inflated. And then also, I've already got the cable kind of going all over the place. So just again, another minor gripe. I wish they would have given like some sort of a little Velcro strap or something. I might try to take one off of something else I have around the house to keep the cable out of the way. But again, you could wrap the cable around the unit and throw it in a gear bag or whatever you want to do. So, you know, for $15.99, it is cheap insurance, you know, against any issues you might run into. Also, I'm noticing that the display has a lot of scratches on it, and I don't see any kind of coating or tape over it, which is fine. It's no big deal. I can read the display just fine, but they don't have like a protective film that shipped with it from the factory. But again, you get what you pay for. The handle's convenient. It's nice to have. The light works well too. So the CZK 3631 car air pump, they're over on Amazon, $15.99. I cannot speak to the long-term durability of the unit, but I will say that it does feel to be fairly robust and well built. I mean, it's not, you know, you got a nice braided air cable. Attachments are made out of metal, so really no big deal there. You know, pick one up and try it. See what you think. It's cheap insurance. So anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We have a lot more firearms videos heading your way. Definitely gonna get that Ruger SR 1911 out, hopefully tomorrow, and get that broken in and see how it runs. But in the meantime, make sure that you like or subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, gunchannels.com, guntube.org. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So that's it, guys. I want y'all to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.